willing to do so. Now, 5 of these programs, or all 5 rather, are programs that may have trials, they may not have trials, some will cost money, some won't. In the description, I'm going to leave links for the downloads and the info for those programs. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, number 5 is Bandicam. Bandicam is a program that records gameplay, very obviously. Now, the reason why this is at number 5 compared to the other, programs on this list is it doesn't have, I guess you could say, the amount of features and the amount of things built into the other programs as Bandicam does. While Bandicam does work and it is reliable in some facets, it's a very starter program. There's not a whole lot of other good programs because a lot of programs outside of this list suck giant donkey balls, but this is a good starter. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is Action Recorder. Now, Action Recorder is relatively new to the program landscape, but it is way better in Bandicam in the facet that there's a whole plethora of different other features, options, yada yada yada. Way more than Bandicam. Now, the reason why this is at number 4 and not any up higher on the list is because there is supposedly a lot of glitches, and it's very glitchy. Not as good, ladies and gentlemen, as the other products on this list, and that is why it is at number 4. Let's move on here. Number 3 is Fraps. Now, back in the day, this was the bomb. A lot of shitty programs back in the day, but it hasn't necessarily aged well for the simple fact that this program is very resource dependent, meaning it uses a lot of things on your computer compared to other programs. The file sizes are quite large compared to other programs, and from time to time it could screw up the recording. It isn't as glitchy as the other 2 programs, but it gets the job done 90% of the time. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is Dxtory. Now, the main reason why this is better than the other 3 programs and pretty much almost every single program out there is because of the options that this program gives you. There's a shit ton of different codecs, programs, features, options you can toy around with. This is probably the premier recording software you would want to use for recording your gameplays. You can get the program for around $30. Now let's move on to the number 1 product on this list, and that is OBS. Now, you would probably expect the number 1 program to cost money. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It does not. OBS is entirely free. This is the program tons of streamers use right now to stream their gameplay, and not only that, it's also a pretty good recording program to use to record gameplay for your YouTube videos. All around, there's a shit ton of features. Quality wise, it may not be as good as Dxtory, but it gets the job done